So today we're going to do a reading on what is on their minds. So the first thing I want you to do is I want you to visualize them, and I want you to think of a prototype personality that they have, okay? And if they have a very artistic, sweet, loving, introverted prototype personality, then this stack is for you, okay? If they're very charming, very romantic, very giving, very devoted, then this stack is for you. If they've been quiet lately and withdrawn, then this stack is for you. If their steps are unpredictable and they go from hot and cold, then this stack is for you. If they're very feisty and they're very adventurous, very daredevil-like, then this stack is for you. Okay? So, that being said, let's start. Okay, so I'm going to start off with the first stack, with the Page of Cups. Okay? And we're going to see what is on their minds, okay? And first of all, I want to say that I'm going to shuffle just to get the energy rolling. And I also want to say that you have to pick what resonates with you and the rest let it go, because everybody has a different situation in which they're in, okay? Some people are married, some people are single, some people are dating, so everyone's situation is different, so you have to tailor the reading to the situation that you have, okay? All right. Let's do it. Okay. I see that this person is being very communicative lately. We have here the Eight of Wands, meaning swift communication, clarity, getting something done and completed, as we have here the Rainbow. So they're in a mode of quickness, get stuff done, because this is a very Sagittarius card, Sagittarius fire. We have here Mercury, so it's moving, move. Complete anything that needs to be completed. Release anything that needs to be released. If you don't see this on this person, that's okay, because this is what they're internalizing at the moment, okay? We also have here a state of being bounded. Alright? Maybe this person lives with another person, with a mother, potentially. Maybe this person lives with a person that's very possessive, okay, very controlling. And I see here that they want to have more independence, more freedom. You want to be able to do things on their own and achieve things on their own and not rely potentially on this person. Make that money. Okay, this is what's on their mind, okay? Potentially they're going to school in order to release this bondage and become independent. Perhaps they're meeting a teacher. Perhaps they're taking a course at the moment, okay, learning a new skill. And they're looking forward towards the future. Okay, that's their thing. That's something that they're looking forward to, like what's going to become of their future. Are they going to have that money, and is it going to be enough to be on their own? Okay. Now, the person that they live with, or the person that they have on their minds, it's a very, very cold and very, very logical, mechanical person that's very judgmental. Okay, it could be pretty hard on them. and they're very domineering. We have here the domination card. So they're very, very pushy. We also have here the Five of Swords. Okay, so this pertains to a situation that this person potentially might have had applied for a job or a school or something, and they haven't heard from that. They haven't heard any news from that. And I know this has nothing to do with love, but this is something that's going on in their mind. All right? And maybe perhaps you've been wondering, all right, what's undermined, but I don't really see any cheating here. I don't really see them, seeing anybody else, but they're more inclined to the money, the schooling, and potentially emancipating themselves from this person. And that's a good thing. I mean, if you're dating someone, you kind of don't want them to be, eyeing somebody else. So what seems to me to be the theme here is just a very grounding mentality. They want to have things in order. They want to have a foundation. They want to be independent. They don't want to rely on anybody. Okay? And perhaps they might be distanced because they feel very bonded. Okay? At the moment. They feel their hands tied with a lot of things. Perhaps they can't do the things that they want to do. Perhaps they can't go out because they probably potentially lack the money. And perhaps they have a lot to deal with this person. Okay? And I believe that they're being very frank with themselves. Like, they're really thinking about what it is that they want with the future. What it is that's right for them. Because they have a very clear mind. This is a crystal right here. Okay? And the crystal is observing all the rays from the sun, and it's creating a rainbow. So at the moment, they're very clear of what they want. Okay? And perhaps they've probably been distant because of that. Let's draw the dice and see what relation they have with you. Okay? Like what's been going on towards you, because here there's no cups. Here there's nothing that relates to love. It's just more focused on, practical things. So let's draw a little with the dice and see what it says. Okay, this is towards you. Okay. It's funny because I wasn't planning on drawing the dice. I was kind of trying to get a reading towards the love thing, but you're not in the mind. You're more, outside of this. So let's see what it is towards you. Okay. We have here, all of its coins except the star. But it seems to me like they want a real foundation with you. Okay. We have here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Worry. They're very worried about the future. The star is pertaining to Aquarius. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Gaining. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And failure. So they're very worried about the money that it takes to sustain a relationship. Maybe move in together. Maybe they want to pay half, or maybe they want to sustain you. But they're very worried about that. Okay, and if you're in a relationship with this person, perhaps this is an issue. If you're living with them, okay, they might be feeling bounded, and perhaps if this is you, they could be feeling restricted by you, and maybe they could see you this way. They could see you as the Queen of Swords. All right, and perhaps they're trying to see towards the future. This is another card that's the Three of Wands with the star that pertains towards the future. Maybe they're looking away, maybe another job, another method, another solution to solve the money thing. And I think that the money is what's keeping them bounded. Like, they can't move on. They can't take a vacation. They can't take you on a vacation. That's what's worrying them. And maybe they want to elevate. They want to get another job. They want to study something else in order to provide. But it seems like that's what they want to do. That's what's in their mind. It's just money. And if it has to do with you, they want to figure out a way to balance this relationship and create a foundation. Okay, they want to materialize it and manifest it. Okay, so yeah, I think this is pretty much what I see from this reading. Okay, the concern. And it's funny because you did pick the Page of Cups, and the Page of Cups is not generally indicative of material stuff. But remember, I just told you to pick a prototype, and you picked the Page of Cups, which is a very romantic, giving, artistic, poetic. Okay, and these are introverted people, and introverted people, you know, sometimes they do very bad in jobs and dealing with other people, and they have difficulty expressing themselves. So this is something that they want. They just want a foundation to stay in their own little world and enjoy that. And perhaps with you, this is the thing. Okay, so let's go on to the next reading, because I'm pretty much done here. And if you need a reading for your personal situation, you know, contact me on the links below. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe if you like the channel. And like if this reading has helped you, also share with any friends that might need a reading for this. And you could also push the notification, follow me on social media. I put all my accounts there. Okay, so I wish you the best. Okay, so we're going to read the Knight of Cups, whoever picked the Knight of Cups. Okay, so I'm going to shuffle to get this energy flowing. And I want to say that you have to pick whatever resonates with you, and the rest let it go, because everybody has a different situation. Okay, some people are single, some people are married, some people are dating someone. So you have to tailor this reading to your situation. Okay. Alright, so let's see. Let's see what this Knight of Cups has. Alright. This Knight of Cups is struggling at the moment. Alright. And it has to do with a relationship. Now, if you're not dating this person, well, it has to do with the relationship that they're with. The person that they're with, okay? And a lot is going on in that relationship. A lot of changes, a lot of unexpected turns. And it looks to me like they're juggling between that, okay? They're juggling between these two things, the unexpected things that have occurred with this relationship. And perhaps there has been cheating, all right? There's been some sort of discord, something that took place, that there was a separation. However, it's a little weird because we have here happiness and we have the Lovers, and it's just the Sorrow card is in between these two cards, okay? And actually this is like the only negative card we have here, okay? Now, if you're with this person fears a breakup with you, okay? This person fears the worst, and they want to be happy, okay? This is something that they want for the relationship. They want happiness to outweigh, they want the good to outweigh the bad, pretty much. And they have here the Prince of Wands. They're go-getters also, okay? Perhaps they've been through a lot in the past, and now they're finally coming into the light. They're finally going forward with what it is that they want, the plans that they want. You have here the Prince of Wands, very fiery personnel. And it could also mean a father figure in their life, someone that's very powerful, very masculine, okay? And that's something that they have also in their minds, okay? Another fiery card, they have the Ace of Wands, which pertains to removing blockages and having full force. This is another card that's very sunny. The sun is the highest card of happiness. It's funny because you have happiness here, we have the sun here, we have the Ace of Wands. So I see that there's a lot of things going on and revolving around happiness in this reading. So this person seems to be struggling, perhaps overwhelmed with all of this energy, doing with love, with being fulfilled, completely fulfilled, and completing something. They also have a Universe here, which is another trump card. And what I see here is that this person has a lot going on in their mind, and perhaps they're struggling. Okay, perhaps this is why they're struggling, because they have a lot in their mind. All right, now let's get a little bit of more clarity with this reading and see how this pertains to you, what it is that they have in mind when it comes to you. Okay, let's move this around a little bit. Oops. Oops. Okay, so we have here the Hangman. Ooh, okay, I see how the dice are falling together here with the whole reading. They have the Hangman. They feel like they can move forward with something. They're observing as to whether or not move on with this woman. Okay. Now I see why these cards are laid out the way they are. Okay. We have here the Empress. We have here the Six of Swords, which means moving on. We have here the Queen of Cups, observing. And we have here the Hangman, which means being hung and being stuck. Okay. In your life. And, of course, if you read it as a sentence, you'll see that it'll be... If you put this as a sentence, you'll see what it's trying to indicate. It's trying to indicate that this person feels stuck. They're observing to move on about this woman. Okay. And if we put these cards together, they're struggling about a relationship. Perhaps there's something that went on, that there's a third party, but then there's happiness, the Sun and Ace of Wands. Could it be that they met someone new? They're attempting a new relationship, but they're afraid that it might go wrong, or they separated from this relationship and now they are finding happiness being solo and perhaps meeting other people. Okay. And perhaps we have here the Wheel of Fortune, signifying a lot of movement, a lot of things. But why are they struggling? Okay, what is the problem here? Let's do another dice roll. Okay. Interesting, we have here the Knight of Cups, which is exactly what you picked. Okay. We have here the Path, which is the Chariot. And we have here the Cup of Love. We have here the Eight of Cups. This person is walking away from something. They got tired of something. Perhaps a relationship. Now, potentially, they're probably doing an offering to someone else, or they're probably just exploring the path, okay, on what they're doing. Now, if you're with this person, this is what's on their mind, okay? You don't know what's on anybody's mind. Perhaps they're acting out something out, but they're struggling about something. All right, and this is what came out in the mind. This is what's or maybe you are the new person that they're dating. Okay, maybe you are that new person that they're with. Okay, and the eight of cups and the Three of Swords, they're indicatives of losing interest. Okay, this one's being being badly hurt, but this one's more of transitioning and moving on. And this is another transition dice, plus the Six of Swords, transitioning. From who? From this person. And it's a very feminine, could be the mother of his children, could be a very beautiful lady, okay? But it's a very matriarch character we have here. And they feel hung, okay? And the hung goes with the Five of of wands. Okay, the hung dice is more related to the five of. So they feel that, they feel this heaviness, and perhaps they want to look outside of the box that they're in and view the possibilities, okay, of seeing other people happy with their life, but they perhaps want to get out. Okay, so there's so many ways of looking at this, and that's why I say you have to tailor it to your situation, because this is the energy that's reading it. Perhaps you're in a relationship and you feel like this person's distant. This is what's going on. Maybe they're looking outside the box because they feel like probably lost interest, or they're distant. They're looking for other alternatives. Okay, they see the grass is greener in the other side. All right. So I mean, I could tailor a certain reading for you. If you want to contact me on the links below so that I could read, your specific situation, then I'd be happy to do so. But I pretty much picked up the energies here. They're pretty much clear. Okay, so I'm going to go on to the next reading. If you guys want to subscribe, please do so. If you liked the video, give it a like. It'll help me a lot. And if you have someone that might benefit of a video like this, please share it. And I put all my social media links there so that you may follow if you wish to. Okay, alrighty then. I wish you the best of luck. Okay, so we're going to touch upon the Hermit, the quiet one. So let's see what's on their mind lately. Okay. Alrighty then. Let's give it a little bit of a shuffle. And again, pick what resonates with you, and the rest let it go, because everybody has a different situation that they're in. Okay. So tailor it to your own personal situation. Alright, let's see what the Hermit has in their mind. The Hermit got the Hermit. Alright. Seems like we're in the right path. We're aligned with the reading. Okay. The Hermit has a lot of things in their mind. Wow. Alright. This person currently is seeking pleasure, as we have here the Six of Cups. Okay. And I believe more like sexual pleasure. Okay. But it could also be a memory of the past, like nostalgia. Okay. That could often be the reason why people withdraw in the first place. Alright. And I believe more is nostalgia. Okay, let's be correct, because I don't see anything else here pertaining to a sexual encounter or anything like that. But we have here the Hermit. Okay, so they're thinking of just being alone. Okay, at the moment. Being alone. And they're integrating on a lot of things that have been happening. I hear the Tower. Okay. It could be that there's been a massive change in their life. Maybe they lost a job. Maybe they lost a person in their life. Maybe they broke up in a relationship. But it generally means that they've gone through some sort of upheaval that's really shaking their core being. Okay? And it's made them very negative. Very, very negative. Like, anything that's said to them, they'll just take it in a negative way. Like, they're at a very low point in their life. They have here the Ten of Swords. Okay, they have to like reprogram their mind in order to function again, because they've reached the ending of the negative mind pattern, like how bad it could get. Okay. Now, currently they're not making any decisions. All right. They're just considering whether they should apply and learn a new skill, maybe go to college, maybe go to school, maybe learn a new job or something and wait for it to develop, or just work. Okay, work the work that they're working currently. That's another thing that's on their mind. Okay. they're considering a new path. All right, they have here the chariot. They haven't yet thought about where they're going, but this is something that's on their mind, right? And they have here the Prince of Disc, businessman, someone that has to do with the material world and manifesting. So perhaps he's thinking about where is he going, or where is she going next in her life, in terms of money and finances. But in terms of other things, it looks like there's a big change, and if you just recently broke up with this person, this is probably what's going on in their mind. They're just, they don't know where to go next, and perhaps they're just thinking about the past and how sweet it was, or something like that, and that's why they're so withdrawn, at the moment. If you're with this person, if you're currently in a relationship with this person, something just threw them off balance, okay? Something has shaken them to the core, and perhaps could be financial, okay? Maybe they had an issue at work, maybe they got fired, maybe they renounced a job, but maybe had an issue with a coworker, and they feel so negative, and the world is so bad for them now. So if that's what's going on with you, that could be the case with this person, okay? Now, in regards to you, I'm gonna do a dice roll. You know what? I wanna shake this a little bit more, because I've used it quite some time. Okay, so pertaining to you, what could be in their minds? Let's take note of where they fall. Okay. They're withdrawing because they're disappointed. They got here the Five of Cups. They're nostalgic about the ending, about the completion process of a relationship. We have here the World. The World symbolizes completing something coming into full circle. Okay. And they're trying to make peace with the negativity that they're going through in their minds currently, and they're looking forward to where they're going to go next in terms of money. Okay, it's funny because this is a really good way, because this is where it fell, this is where it fell, this is where it fell, and this is where it fell. Okay, so what this reading is telling me is that perhaps they had a really nasty fight with you, really nasty argument, or something that led them to withdraw and become like the hermit. That's why you picked this stack. And now they don't know what to do. Maybe they moved out of the house, okay, and they don't know where to go. All right. Maybe now when they broke up with you, now they're not used to being alone. Maybe they've been with you for a while and they don't know who else to talk to if you don't live with them, and now they're just focusing more on material and nothing emotional. Okay. It's probably why you don't hear about them, calling you or anything. They just want to be more grounded. They want to have more of a foundation. And now I see what this card means, because usually this card means sex, but in a very sentimental manner, because this is like the Sun in Scorpio, could mean nostalgia, in other decks. Okay, there's, some decks have other meanings, but when it's pertaining to this one, I don't see anything in terms of the cups here, or any more cups, and I don't see any more fiery elements then, and I see more of a grounded earth element here. I believe this more pertains to a relationship that was based on emotion and an emotional connection that perhaps had a foundation, okay, that they relied upon, okay. And the World symbolizes, like I said, a completion process, something that's come full circle, something that's ending, something that's been recognized, and perhaps they're just being melancholic about, how good they had it with you, or how things were when they were with you, and, the foundation, and now they're just considering what path to take next in terms of how to create that foundation, because they have here the Ace of Disc, the coin, Okay, and as we see here, the Chariot is surrounded by the Eight of Pentacles and the Prince of Disc, okay, which are all earthy cards. Okay, we also have here Works. So this is what's on their mind currently, and it's going to be like this for a while till they decide what they're going to do next with their life, you know, where they're going to seek that foundation, that secure rock. Okay, so yeah, I believe they're going to be like the hermits for a very, very long time. You know, especially with this card, you know, the Ten of Swords, which they have to really reprogram their minds in order to function right. Because when you reach this Ten of Swords, it means that you have reached the ending point in negativity. Like, this is how negative you could become. And if you don't change this negativity, you'll become very intoxicated and pretty much toxic to other people and to yourself especially. Okay, which starts to manifest physically in illnesses, starts to manifest in other ways in your life that you don't want it to. Okay, but for them, this is how they're doing. Okay, this is what's on their mind. All right, so I think I'm pretty much done here. If you guys want a personal reading, reach out to me to the links below. If you like this video, please give it a like, and if you haven't subscribed yet, you know, give it a subscription. Why not? I post every week. And I also put here all my social media, so you could follow it and know when, you know, when I've uploaded. And if you have a friend that might benefit from a reading like this, hey, send it to them, okay? So I wish you the best of luck, and next stack. Okay, so we're going to go on to the next. We're going to go on to the page. Sorry, the Knight of Rods. Okay, so you picked this very unpredictable very unpredictable prototype, then this reading's for you. So let's give it a little bit of a shuffle, okay, to get that energy rolling. Okay, and again, I want to say that if you got to pick what resonates with you, and the rest, let it go, because everybody has a different situation. Okay, so you have to tailor this to your specific situation. Okay, so let's do it. All right. I feel like this Knight of Rods could be withdrawing at the moment, okay? And the Knight of Rods could be sick, in bed, resting, or recovering from something, okay? Recovering from an event. Now, this person has a lot of things in mind, has a girl in mind, has the Princess of Cups. Okay, now the Princess of Cups is a person that's very artistic. Okay, very open, very giving, very imaginative, very emotional, and he desires her, or he has like lust over her, because he has here the Prince of Cups. So these two are together, these two are water, these two are related. So mentally, this person is thinking of this relationship, okay? And what happened with the relationship. Okay, now this could be you. This could be you. Well, I don't think this will be you, but this could be you, and this could be the person that he's thinking about, okay? Could be a relationship that he was with, or she was with. But this relationship has reached its maximum, okay? Because here we have the Aeon. So perhaps they're seeing this person as they are instead of what they thought they were, okay? And perhaps it fell below expectations, because we have here luxury, we have here an offering, but you kind of rejected, well, they kind of rejected, because it kind of falls under, you know, their expectations. And I see here a lot of doubts. A a lot of doubts about gaining something. And this person is more predicated upon balance, okay? Upon living a balanced life, and they're perhaps working on it. So perhaps they're withdrawing, kind of like the hermit the other stack that I had prior to this one, but more so because perhaps their energies have gone down, okay? Perhaps they've wasted a lot of their energies, in something that they wanted to, to manifest, and now they're just resting and they're recovering from that. And it could be that relationship that just reached its maximum, reached this point. Now, if you are in a relationship with this person, perhaps this person, you see them a little bit more, withdrawn, and perhaps this is what's going on in their mind. If they had a side chick, or if they had a side person, perhaps that relationship has reached a maximum and they're leaving that behind. That's a scenario right there. If you're the person that that they've left, or it could be that they feel like they've already seen something that they didn't before, and now they see things as they are, and now they're just pretty much working on themselves and recovering and keeping a balance, adjusting their lives. You have your adjustment. Okay. I want to throw the dice and see what it is in relation to you, because what I see here is a lot of doubts and pretty much working on themselves instead of focusing on others. But let's see what the dice say, okay? We have here the Eight of Swords on top of the Princess of Cups. So there's been a lot of interference with this lady-like energy. And we have here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of Swords on top of the 7 of Swords. More mental tension. And we have here the Princess of Swords on top of him. And we have here the Princess of Wands on top of Temperance. Okay. Perhaps he's also sifting through, spying through Facebook, through social media, and looking for information, because the Princess of Swords has to do with that. Okay, she's a rebel, and she's not going to take an answer. She's going to find out what's behind that answer. So he could be pretty much okay, I see what's taking place here. He could be pretty much confused and have so many things going on in his head about this girl, and he sees her in a different way. It could be you, okay? It could be you. If you're in a relationship with this person and you're having an issue with him or with her, and you feel like there's a tension, it could be because they probably see you a different way. Okay, that's probably why they're retreating. And maybe they saw you with another person and they feel like you perhaps with that person. There's an issue. Okay, there's definitely an issue here. And there's a lot of negativity stemming from the Seven of Swords, okay? There's a lot of negative energy, a lot of he's reached, or she's reached a low point in his mentality and their mentality in terms of this girl, okay? And we also have here the Princess of Wands, okay? Perhaps this is a new person that they're interested in, okay? The Prince of Wands deals with a very sexy, exciting, daring, adventurous, new person, you know, with a bubbly personality that's not very much committed, like, and we have here and we have it on top of Temperance, like something working on, okay? So perhaps they're exploring, their options, but I really doubt it, because they seem pretty quiet at the moment. But maybe on their downtime, they're like, all right, maybe I should look forward to another person, you know, that has this personality, you know, something exciting, something that will take my mind off of the Princess of Cups. Okay, so yeah, this person has gone through some sort of tension, okay, or disenchantment with the Princess of Cups. And they did desire the Prince of Cups. Maybe they had a very sexual relationship, very non-committed relationship with the Prince of Cups, because the Prince of Cups has to do with, you know, with desire and fulfilling lust, you know. And there, I don't see any disc cards here, any pentacle cards here, you know, that would signify any sort of foundation pertaining to a relationship, you know, that's already been that's a foundation. Okay, so yeah, this is pretty much what I picked up from this reading. Of course, we could go deeper into it if we look into your situation, to your particular situation, but I think this is pretty much self-explanatory how this person is feeling. You know, I don't think I have to draw any more dice here. All right, so yeah, I think I'm pretty much done here. If you want a reading, well, then go to the links below, you know, tailored to your own personal situation. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed yet, you know, please do so, because I do upload every single week. And also, if you want to follow my social media so you could know when I'm uploading, you know, I put them up here, and you know, if you want to share this to a friend who might need it, I would totally appreciate it. Okay, so I wish you the best of luck, and on to the next stack. Alright, so if you pick the Page of Wands or the Page of Rods, here we go. Okay, let's give it a little shuffle. Get that energy circulating. And again, I want to say that if you got to tailor this reading to your situation, because everybody's different, so take what resonates with you, and the rest just let it go. Okay, all right, let's see what we have here with the Page of Rods. Okay, it's funny because I got love here, the main thing, but then the second card I got was disappointment. Okay. Where do I start? I want to start off with this person, and it's a very feminine energy, but it has a hint of masculinity because it is a fire, you know, fire element. So this person, what they have in their mind is a relationship. It's pertaining to love. Okay, and we have here, as you can see, the love card. We have the Two of Cups. And the second card that I uncovered, if you notice, it was disappointment. So they're disappointed at something, okay? Their expectations were like crushed. And they're sort of trying to defend themselves about something. It matters to the Prince of Swords. Okay? A person that has cut ties with them, or has sort of cut their energetic cord with them, okay? Probably broke up in terms of love, and they feel like they feel afraid of losing that person, okay? We also have change here. Okay, this person's thinking of changing, and perhaps relying on more of a relationship having to do with foundation, as we have here the Queen of Disc, Earth card. And we have here the Empress. Okay, so this person is really changing, and I think it has to do with a relationship that she or he got disappointed on. you know. And if this is with you, well, then you know what we're talking about. Okay, they have love in their mind, but they feel very disappointed. And if this is a girl that you're dating, she might have this person, the Prince of Swords, who perhaps disappointed her. The Prince of Swords is a very mechanical person. It's not a very emotional person. So this could be someone that she has or he has in his past that was like this, okay? That they liked, but didn't turn out quite to be the way they thought that person was, okay? Like they sort of suspected it, but they didn't want to listen to that little inner voice that we have that tells us, okay, that person's wrong for us. And they kind of went for it. And at the end, they started defending themselves. Perhaps this person started playing mind games and manipulation in terms of the heart. Okay, we have here the Ace of Cups. And this person felt, or is feeling very fearful of losing. Okay, losing something, losing that power. You know, sometimes when you're in a relationship and you lose that person, you kind of lose some part of yourself. Okay, you kind of lose some part of your power. Okay, you kind of feel powerless. And they're changing. Like there's a shift inside of this person's mind due to this problem, due to the love issue that they have. And perhaps they're trying to beautify their appearance because perhaps they feel ugly. Perhaps this person took a toll on them that now they're, they want to grab that back. And we have here the Queen of Wands. Okay, she's been through a lot, but now she's nurturing herself. So now she's she is pretty much focused on nourishing themselves after this disappointment and this huge defense they had against this person that broke their heart and made them feel fearful, okay, of losing something and of being attached. But I'm going to draw some dice here and how this relates to you. Wow, we got the Tower right on disappointment. So this person was really shaken by the disappointment that this love caused. Really, really shaken. Okay. We have also here like one dice that went between the Two of Coins and the Queen of Discs. So this is money and this is the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is a goal-getter. She's very goal-oriented. She's very feisty. She's determined to go after what she wants, and she's very knowledgeable also. So having it here in Change and also in the Queen of Disc, perhaps this sort of relationship has made this person, the issues that they had with this love has made this person change, and now they're determined to, perhaps change how they look, perhaps get a new look, and perhaps probably focus on nourishing themselves and perhaps providing a foundation for themselves. But we also have here the Ten of Swords. So there's a lot of negativity surrounding what they're doing. Like they're sort of like saying, okay, I'm going to do this now because this person really damaged me and I'm going to show them, that I could do better. Okay, that's probably the attitude we have here. And we have here the Prince of Cups. So we have here the Prince of Cups over the Seven of Wands. The Seven of Wands is this defense card. The Prince of Cups is the lustful, sexy, desiring prototype. So perhaps she's sort of defending herself against that, trying to fight against the urges to contact the Prince of Swords, because she still feels attached, or he feels attached to this person. So perhaps they're fighting this urge of desiring this person and contacting them, because now they're just, moving on and they're trying to change, trying to prove them. Okay, I want to throw another set of dice to see what else we could get from this reading. Though it's pretty clear though, but Okay. We have here again, two of coins, just like here. Two of coins. Two of coins. Change. Love changed this person. Okay. We have here the two of swords. They're trying to make peace with themselves by beautifying themselves and, elevating their self-esteem. We have here the two of wands. This fear of letting go and losing something has made them feel like they have to get themselves back together. And we have here the Prince of Pentacles, meaning be more of a business person, be more of a physical person, be more of an action person. So again, what I get from this reading is that love changed this person into, being what they are, what they're planning to be now, what they have in their minds now, because this was a very, very dramatic, disappointment that they had with this person, and if you're with this person currently, perhaps this is something that they experienced with the past that they still carry with them. If you're not with this person, well, then you probably did something, or another person that they were dating, okay, perhaps that disappointed them and just made their egos pretty much crush. Okay, so I think I'm pretty much done with this reading, and if you guys want an in-depth reading of your own personal tailored situation, then contact me on the links below. And if you think a friend could benefit from a reading like this, please share it. Please like this video if it was helpful. Also, I put my social media here if you want to follow it, see when I'm going to upload next. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe, because I always upload like every week. Okay? So I wish you the best of luck and have a great day.